Dung 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 dung.
The name is Love.
Dung 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 dung.
Walther.
Pew 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 pew. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun. Ding 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 doo 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 doo. Ding 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 ding. Da 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 da.
What's up, crazy cool people of YouTube and all over the internet? Welcome to the Walther Lover channel, where we discuss general gun and shooting topics. We do gun reviews, gear reviews, talk about a journey into competitive shooting, and my passionate, torrid love affair with Walther Firearms. Appreciate you stopping by. So one of the most common questions I get from friends, family, and people that know me, shoot with me, is, man, where did this obsession with Walther come from? And I say, hey man, stop it. It's not an obsession. It's a torrid, passionate love affair. And there's a difference. So I'm here to tell you all about it. As you can tell by our big budget, high production quality, no copyright infringed opening to this video, it obviously started with James Bond. Now, who doesn't love that guy, right? So growing up, watching these movies and even reading the books for that matter, man, James Bond, right? He had the cool clothes, he had the cool cars, he had the cool gadgets. The ladies liked him a lot, you know what I mean? So, I mean, how can you get mad about James Bond? And then, of course, he had the iconic Walther PPK. Now, I don't own a PPK. It's quite a bummer. I hope to at some point, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But the PPK it just stood out in the whole James Bond world. And I know for any James Bond purist, that's not what he started with. It was a Beretta 918. And listen, my generation and the times I watched James Bond and when I got into it, the PPK was his gun. I know he cheated on it in a couple of movies with the P99, but it was still a Walther, so that counts. But the PPK, it was iconic. And as a youngin' growing up and when I got into guns, the PPK was always like that holy grail of guns, and I loved it. So I think that's where the Walther seed was planted many, many, many moons ago. So that is what we will call Walther Love moment number one. Ding. Okay, so moving on from there, again, through the years, I'm shooting this, I'm shooting that, and at the time, zero money, no money at all, and shot whatever I could and the inexpensive stuff, which I still love because, hey man, it started this thing for me, and I like it. I hadn't quite developed that love affair yet. Fast forward a bit, and I'm looking for a daily carry gun, something that's comfortable, something that feels good, something I still enjoy shooting, because even though it's not going to be a big range toy, if I love to shoot it, I'll practice with it, and then God forbid I ever need it, I will be proficient with that gun. So I shopped everywhere, and I shot everything I could, and friends and family and my beloved folks down there, you know where you are, at that wonderful facility that we shoot at, let me shoot some things, and I rented something. Anyway, I shot and held a lot of guns, and nothing spoke to me, right? It just didn't. And I've said earlier videos, it's all about the fit and how it feels, and you kind of know when you have that moment. And then I happened upon, ding, this Walther PPSM2. As you can see, the action's locked back and this gun is safe. This just fit me like a glove. It was perfect, even for my giant big foot paws. It was a great fit. I loved it. It felt right. And I said, man, I think that is the one. And I'll do a review on that thing pretty soon for everybody to get the deets on the PPSM2. But the gun fit me, and it felt like the right thing. It was the right size. Already knew where I would carry it, what kind of holster I thought I needed, and it just made sense. So that was Walther Love moment number two. Ding. Okay. Fast forward a bit, taking a lot of people to the range, new shooters, all this other stuff. I did a review on the next one. So the next thing I picked up is I wanted to find that 22, right? I wanted to find something that people were comfortable shooting for the first time or second time or just to train people on, get them used to it. Held everything, shot everything, tried everything, and then I happened upon this, the Walther P22Q. I did a review on this one, so it's there. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out and hit the like button because that's what we do, and I love you for it. So thank you. The Walther P22. Again, check out my review, but this was an amazing little handgun. I put my hands on it. It felt right. Again, didn't feel unlike my PPS. Was pretty darn sweet, and that was the one. So there you go. That would be affectionately known as Walther Love Moment number 3. Ding! Haha. So there you go. Fast forward a little bit more. I mentioned in an earlier video an awesome but slightly evil dude that has a similar taste to me, lets me shoot some stuff. Well, he had a Walther PPK, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Now, I have shot the PPQ, that's predecessor, over the years, and obviously the gun was amazing. It had a revolutionary trigger. It was just so innovative, and this is no different. This gun is absolutely amazing. I will get you a review on that one too, but my awesome friend down there at that amazing facility let me try his out, and I was hooked, and I said, man, that's for me. And that was probably the moment I have to take a minute, I get a little emotional, when the love really sunk in, and I said, man, I love these guns from you know who, Walther. So that was it, the PDP. That was Walther Love Moment number 4. Ding! All right. So at this point, I'm deeply in love, pursuing like crazy. We're great courtship going on. I love these things. I mentioned the competitive shooting journey. I'll do some videos on that and make fun of myself for you guys for your entertainment in the future. As I learned a little more, I listened to some podcasts, watched some videos, kind of started to look up to a few shooters out there that just kind of inspired me through their story, through their shooting, through their training, just the way that they went about it. And it just so happens that 2 of those were shooters on Walther Arms team, the Team Walther. And their gun of choice was the Walther Q5 steel frame. Oh, man, there it is. So this was when Walther and I's love affair went to a whole new level, folks. That was it. That was Walther Love Moment number ding 5. It just is still my absolute favorite. I love this thing. I'm learning. It's still pretty new. The learning curve is kind of steep when you're old and stupid like me. So it takes some time to get used to it. But man, I love that gun. So there it is. That's how this whole thing came to be. That's how I am absolutely in love with everything that Walther makes, and why I'm on a journey to collect everything that they make, because I just feel like these guns and I have a connection. I trust them. They're reliable. They're comfortable. They just make sense for me. And that may not be the case with everybody, but I don't know why, because I find them to be pretty amazing. And I think that most people who love guns, or at least like them close to as much as I do, would love these guns as well. So that's it. I'm glad you're on this journey with me. I can't wait to add more Walther to the collection. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I have to work 92 jobs, whatever it takes. I'm going to find a way to get that whole collection in the safe. What's the next one? I'm not sure. Obviously, going back to that iconic PPK, I have got to get one of those at some point. I get it. But there's a lot of these modern striker fire guns that I really enjoy, and we'll see. We'll see where this thing takes us. But that's it. That's how this Walther love affair began. That's where we're at today, and that's where it's going. So that's what this is all about. So hopefully now you understand why I have this affair, why I continue to talk about this brand so much, and why I love it. Again, they don't know anything about me, Walther, but I hope someday you do. And I hope you understand the love, and I'll come to the plant and I can hug all the guns on the assembly line. I don't know how that works. I mean, I won't be weird, but if you let me someday, maybe I can do all that stuff. That would be neat. But that's it. So there you go. If you like this video, awesome. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. And if you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe. If you don't like this video, I'm bummed that you don't like it. I'm very sorry. Would love to fix it. Give me some comments. Give me some feedback. Let me know what's on your mind. And maybe together we can work it out. And maybe you too can hit the subscribe button to see if I get better. With that, I really appreciate the support. Love everybody for stopping by, checking this out. Can't wait to see some comments, hear some feedback, and take you on this Walther love affair journey with me. So thank you, everyone. I will talk to everybody soon. Take care.